Hey, this is LeStrange, the Feng Shui consultant here, and I've got a quick video for you about how to find the right Feng Shui consultant for you and your particular situation. Now, there are a lot of quite talented Feng Shui practitioners, but it's still a little bit tricky to find out the right one for you and your particular situation. So really, finding a consultant is a little bit like finding any other professional service, whether it's a doctor or a dentist or a landscaper, someone who's going to come to your home and provide a really, really good service that you're satisfied with. So before you start calling around and looking for a consultant, what I suggest you do is get really clear about the problem that you're actually experiencing in your building. Is it to do with health? Is it to do with the place just not quite feeling right? Is it a design, a flow, a decoration problem? Is it to do with, if it's in business, is it to do with clients, absenteeism with your staff? Is the business losing money? It could be a whole range of problems. So first of all, is get really clear about what you need help with. Now, the next thing, you're going to find a consultant by one of two ways. Either it's by recommendation, someone, a friend or a colleague who's already had the services of a consultant and they're happy to recommend that person to you. Secondly, you're just going to go and do a cold search online and hopefully come up with someone decent. So here are some questions to think about when you're actually calling around and looking for these consultants. So the first thing to ask them is, how long have they been practicing and what type of experience do they have? Do they work nationally? Do they work internationally? Are they full-time or are they part-time in their work? And then you'll get some sense of their kind of professional expertise, if you like. The second question is, what type of training have they had? Have they trained with a traditional master? Have they trained with a different school, different schools of Feng Shui? And when we talk about schools of Feng Shui, we're really talking about what kind of techniques of Feng Shui are applied. So first of all, you need to know that there are basically three types of Feng Shui that are practiced here in the States. Now, the first one is the traditional or classical Feng Shui system as it evolved in China over several thousand years, and the earliest form of that is called form school or landform Feng Shui. Now, this system is pretty universal. Most practitioners use this system, and you study the physical form of the environment, the external environment and the environment inside the house, and you look at how the actual physical shape of that conditions the flow of energy through that space. The second type of Feng Shui from the tradition is called compass Feng Shui, and it is practiced with one of these. This is called a Lopan compass. It's a traditional Chinese compass. You can see there's a magnetic compass in the center, and then there are a set of concentric rings on the outside which contain a whole bunch of information and data about qualities or signatures of qi as they occur in the environment over periods of time. Now, what's interesting about this system is it looks at both time and space. So it looks at the physical location of a property, and then it looks at how energy changes over that property over a period of time. And it also looks at the birth chart of the person living in that space. So you do a birth chart for the time that you were born, which gives you a blueprint of your energy makeup, and then we look at the birth chart of the home, and then we overlay these two to see if there's a basic compatibility with these energies. And if there's not, there are a whole bunch of things that we can do to bring that back into balance. So this is classical Feng Shui. The second system of Feng Shui is called Black Sect Tantric Buddhist Feng Shui. Now, this system came to America in the mid-80s, and it was evolved by a gentleman called Grandmaster Thomas Lin Yun. And this system draws from Taoism, Tibetan Buddhism, and aspects of classical Feng Shui in a kind of a hybrid. It's quite a spiritual practice. It relies quite heavily on the application of what they call cures, which would be crystals and wind chimes and sacred objects to bring a sense of balance into a property. Now, the third system is generally referred to as intuitive or modern Feng Shui. This is an adaptation of some of the levels of traditional Feng Shui, and it incorporates a lot of sort of modern understanding from environmental psychology, good architectural design, ecology, also things like neuroplasticity and brain science even come into it, looking at how environments affect the way we think and feel and behave. So there are places like the Western School or the Pyramid School of Feng Shui teach these systems, and it's really effective in its own right. It's as effective as these other systems. Now, A lot of what we hear about Feng Shui practice in modern times now is oftentimes a hybrid of all three systems. A lot of practitioners will practice out of a combination of all these systems. So it's useful to get on the phone and talk to a number of practitioners to find out exactly what their tradition is, what their system is, how they apply it, and find out if it's applicable to you and your particular situation. Find out also what the practitioner did in their professional life before they became a Feng Shui consultant. That will often give you an insight into the type of consultation experience you're going to have. Was it someone from a very technical background? Was it someone from an arts background? Was it someone from a healing background? And you'll have a conversation about that, and you'll also, that will kind of underpin the type of feeling that you're going to have about the experience you're going to have with that consultant. Do you sense that they're quite empathic? Are they good listeners? That's a really, really important one. They listen very carefully to you and the problems that you're experiencing in your place, as well as being technically proficient to find really good solutions to that. So that is about the schools of Feng Shui. The other thing is the style of consultation. So how long does the consultation take? What is involved during that consultation? Do they need to come to the site and practice their craft on the site, which really is quite required actually. Although that said, some consultations can be performed remotely. You can do it through a video chat. I actually do quite a lot of consultations remotely with clients around the world. I just simply can't get to everyone, so we do it via a video chat. Works quite well. Not in every situation, but find out if that's applicable to you. The other thing, of course, is to talk about cost. How much does the consultation cost, and what sort of follow-through are you going to get? So once you've done the consultation, does the consultant offer some kind of follow-through? Do they offer reports? Are they written reports, video reports? Do you get on phone calls regularly with them to monitor the changes as they're occurring? Find out what sort of support you're going to get on the back end of the consultation. So just to recap, so look at the reviews, look at the testimonials, look at the website, see if they have good design on the website, if there's a good feeling from the website, pick up the phone, have a chat, and it's a bit like I say, it's a little bit like finding a good massage therapist. You want to trust that person before they're going to put their hands on your body, right? Same deal with a Feng Shui consultant. You want to get that level of trust, and then you're likely to have a very, very good experience, okay? Hopefully that's going to help you find the right one for you. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to give me a call to figure out if I might be a good fit for you, please pick up the phone, give me a call. I'd be really happy to have a chat with you about your particular situation and how I might be able to help with my range of Feng Shui techniques that I've picked up over the years, and to see if that's a good fit for you. All right, thanks so much.